Hi there, welcome back to Simon Says. My name's Simon, and today I'm going to talk about measuring the moisture content of your indoor pot plants and show you a really cool automation I've created that sends me a text message and a voice reminder when my plants need watering. So I'm absolutely useless with pot plants. I normally kill them within a month or two because I either water them too much or I don't water them enough. So obviously with Home Assistant, I thought there must be a really easy way to keep track of my house pot plants and remind myself when they need watering. So I did a good old search on AliExpress, and obviously heaps of options came up. And the first thing I saw here was something that I actually already had in my little toolbox. This is something that came in my 37-in-1 sensor kit, and it works off a resistance. So basically it measures the resistance between these two probes. As it gets drier, the resistance reduces, and it's got a little amplifier circuit here, and it sends that out as a voltage. Okay, so played with this, installed it, got it running, and within a couple of days it stopped working. I pulled the probe out and I saw that this side of the probe had basically been eaten away due to the electrolysis. So they're not a great option. So I heard about these capacitive ones. So purchased myself one of these. As you can see, very, very cheap, 70 cents. Okay, this one's got a bit of a high shipping cost now, but still really cheap, less than $10. So bought one of these and had a look at it. And the way these work is basically they have a triple timer here, 555 timer, and there is a wire track that goes around here and basically measures as you get more and more moisture in the soil here. It changes the capacitance of this area over here of the probe. Capacitor changes the frequency of the oscillation, and that gets converted via these resistors into a voltage output. It comes with this nice little 3-core cable. So I used my trusty old Shelly Uni and I connected this up. So if we go to our Shelly Uni, here we go. We have a look at this. So basically the Shelly Uni is pretty awesome. The sensor only needs a 5 volt or 3.3. So basically we connect up the VCC here line and the ground line. This is the sensor output which puts out 5 volts. Okay, so that works really well. And then we connect the third point, the yellow one, to this analog to digital converter, and that will basically push back the voltage into here, which will obviously then get transmitted via Wi-Fi to my Home Assistant. And these work really well. The one thing I would suggest with this is that this area of the probe along the edges here is not actually been waterproofed. So borrow one of the wife's nail polishers and just ask her first, and basically just paint all the way around here, and that will basically seal it up, and then you'll have a really long lifetime. I've had mine running for about 6 months now, no issues at all. So once you've connected it up, plug it in, connect up your Shelly Uni, and basically from there you're going to go, and if I look here at my Home Assistant, we've got our voltage coming in here. I've set this up as a gauge and I've given it some colors. So I know that in the green we've got lots of moisture, orange it's getting a bit dry, red is critical, you need to water. So if I click on that, you can see the history. As time goes by, it starts increasing the voltage as the moisture levels decrease, and once it gets to a certain point, I've assessed that 0.9 volts is where I need to water it. So what I've done is created a little automation off of that. So if we go to our automations, we go down here, water the plant, looks at the Shelly Uni, and if the Shelly Uni voltage ADC goes above 0.9, that's the trigger. It has a condition here, so it will only send that trigger to me during daytime hours. And then finally the notifications. So what are we doing? We're sending a message to my phone. Okay, so go in there and we've created the title, pot plant needs watering. And secondly, we're notifying us locally on the Alexa. So if we look there, we've just gone into notifications via my Alexa media player, and please water the pot plant. So simple as that. Now the only issue with this is that you need to have power next to the pot plant, because the Shelly Uni uses a lot of power, so difficult to run on a battery. So that's the only drawback, plus a lot of wires and things floating around. So I have actually ordered one of these MeFlora type devices, and I've got that on the way to me at the moment. One of these type things, HTC Flora, and I will give you a review of that once it arrives, and we can see how that one works, because it's a really good option. It's got a battery. The only thing is that they are quite expensive, as you can see. Anyway, that's all for now. Have a great week. Bye then.